Sonas. There's something every artist has created at some point in time, especially if you post online at all. And they're just something that comes naturally to a lot of people who are queer, LGBTQ, autistic, just be able to project themselves into something that isn't themselves, something malleable, something they can control. Over the years, I have created a lot of Sonas. They come and go basically as the seasons do for me. I have created Sonas for Minecraft, for SMPs, for social media accounts that I never got anywhere with. I have created them for video games. I have created them just to draw. I have created them for comics. You name it, I probably have a Sona for it. So let's get started with the first one. My first Sona, it's not my first Sona, but my first Sona that has stuck around for more than a few years has been the one I use on Roblox. Funny, I know, but my Roblox Sona has basically just stuck with me because it did represent how I basically presented myself for a lot of my life, because for a long time I wore mostly just black and red, and my Roblox Sona pretty consistently has worn black and red. And around February 20th of 2021 was the first iteration of how it is seen now. Here's the saved outfit. This first iteration always, no matter what outfit I put on, it always had the black hair, the short black hair, the rabbit mask, the white skin, which is a thing you'll see throughout all of the Roblox iterations, and the halo. There was a few iterations where I switched to a less black and red color scheme with brown hair, a pink halo, etc., but those were few and far between. On September 17th, 2022, is when the non-Roblox body types first started getting popular. And I bought the bunny body type, which was one of the first ones that blew up and everyone was excited about. I used this one as like a faceless character. I had 2 layers of white elf ears, again, the red and black, and the white halo. There's also the long hair that I did most of the time, and it was pretty notably had no face. I had this one for a long time just because I wasn't playing Roblox much during this point, and if I did, it was games like Royal High where you don't really see your avatar. It's just not a part of the game, unfortunately. For the third in 2024 is when the doll body got popular. I switched to this one, and this is when I started connecting to my Roblox Sona more than ever. There's 2 iterations that were pretty popular. The long red hair and then the short red hair. I have created art for the short red hair, and I was planning to use that for my persona on YouTube for a while, but I didn't want my Sona on YouTube to be that connected to my Roblox Sona, because I do see them as separate things. And so with this iteration, it was usually the red corset, very vampire vibes, the bats, the parasol, and I started using faces. And I have always had a tendency to make my Sonas very vampire leaning, especially with my ones for video games, as I will talk about in a bit. My fourth one, which was in 2024 / the one I use currently, it's less vampire but pretty much the same fundamentals as before. I used a face that features brown eyes, which I have, as well as putting on glasses. Not that I'm wearing them right now, but I do wear glasses and I'm trying to get more comfortable with seeing myself as such. And it's just more casual, less corset, more baggy, more just something that I would actually wear in real life if I had it. Ironically, I do own the exact corset from the last iteration, but that's besides the point, you know? My pony Sona. This Sona I created pretty recently, honestly. I didn't get into My Little Pony until about COVID. And I'm not the type of person to make self-inserts for media often. And this isn't much of a self-insert, it's just how I see myself as a pony. And when I go to my YouTube Sona, you'll see the similarities between the 2 of them because I created them about the same time. I honestly didn't even design a cutie mark. I just knew I wanted it to have wings because for me, wings was always something that I really connected with. Especially when I was a child, I would play make-believe and I would always have a pair of wings. I loved media and any characters that had wings. I just really connected to anything of the sort. So I knew I wanted my pony Sona to have wings, even if that typically means they're more athletic, which I am not. I see myself more as like a Fluttershy in the wings department. But honestly, I am a Twilight and Rainbow Rarity girly through and through. It's pretty simple, and I did give her some piercings. I know that's weird for the pony Sonas, but you know, and I gave her like bangs and stuff. Ironically, again, I don't have my bangs out, but I do have bangs. I have no experience in drawing ponies, so I do give all credit to the artist for the base that I used for this. I'll see if I can find their link, but I did find it through Pinterest. My YouTube Sona I created about a few months ago. It started off as like this little sketch of like a little alien girl, and it wasn't really much. It started off as a silly sketch, and then as I refined the sketch over and over, I grew more attached to it, especially with the pinks, the stars, some of my favorite things. So as I created this character, I didn't really see them as having clothes nor like a set gender, because that's how I see my, like, not the clothes part, like, but like the set gender is kind of how I see myself. So I didn't really see that for them. And I designed them and to the point I practiced tweening with them. As you see in some of my videos is the little like yapping animation, and I just fell in love with the character so much. And then as I started really wanting to delve into doing YouTube again, I was like, okay, well, this is the alien character, but I don't really want my profile picture to be that, because there isn't really like a mouth, and I do want it to be myself because I do want to do face cam bits. So I decided I wanted to do like kind of like a half blend, half me, half alien. And I did design it pretty quickly, so there's going to be some refining in the design as you see in this video. But that is how I decided to do the one for my banner and my profile picture, just because I want it to be more me. Not that my Sona isn't me, but it's just like different for me. I don't know, because I see myself in many different facets. I see myself in all of my Sonas and none of them at the same time. I am me, but I'm also not me. I don't know. That's just how my brain works. Maybe it's because I'm autistic, but I don't know. And I basically just want to attach to my Sonas more than I did in the past. And I did go through, when I thought about starting YouTube again during the summer, I created this moth Sona that I just didn't connect to at all. She was blonde and like wore complete just neutrals, and I just didn't connect to her as much as I would have liked. So I basically just moved on from that design completely, and I haven't really looked at it since. And I'll try to put up some pictures if I can find them. And so I wanted to really incorporate more of the fact that I love pink into my YouTube channel, because a lot of my other social medias and a lot of my other personas online have just featured like mostly just red and black, more of a goth vampire persona, which, while I do appreciate, is just not completely who I am anymore, because I do love color and I love maximalism and I love pink and just all these things, and just boiling myself down to like a goth vampire just didn't give me as much freedom as I would have liked, especially with like how I present myself online. So what are my main Sonas right now? Right now, my Sonas that I see myself in is my Roblox Sona, my Alien Sona, and the alien mix of me and the Sona. While I do love my pony Sona, and I did just want to show her off a little bit, I don't really want to attach to her, especially since I'm not like really good at drawing ponies, and I don't really have the motivation to try to get good at drawing ponies, unfortunately. I just really want to attach and refine, and I really want to make sure that they are fully fleshed out and represented in my art and this channel as I grow and stylize it more. So yeah, that is that short video about Sonas. I just really wanted to info dump, so